Alright guys, no, the video is not about mountain bikes. Just doing a bit of work on my bike at the moment, but a package has arrived and it is the long-awaited triple clamp from ACC Billet in South Africa, Joburg. That doesn't look right. That doesn't look right to me. What the hell? That bump there is not right. Oh. Okay, that unbolts. It's got a ridge here, which is not what I wanted, and I'm not sure that was as described, because I want to raise the fork tubes in the triple clamp. This is a nice finish though, we'll give them that. 36, jeez, maybe it is right. Quality is superb. So this is the ACC Billet website of the triple clamp that I bought, and yeah, it's my mistake. You can see the actual ridge there. I just kind of assumed that you wouldn't put that in. Yes, that is the price, $118 plus a bit of shipping. That's US dollars. Screaming deal. Beautiful quality. This little guy on the end has been thrown in. I didn't ask for that, but it's actually to mount the original ignition switch in there, but I'm not going to do that. But it's got some nice mounting points here and also underneath for mounting speedos and what have you. So the options are to put it on as is, or I can get that ridge machined out, which is not going to be easy given the equipment I've got access to, or easy access to. Yeah, I'll have to think about that. I'll probably install it as is for now. But this allows me to get cracking and to get that Speedo mounted and put the rest of the bike together. So all good. Right, I'm just connecting in the brake fluid reservoir line to the rear master cylinder, and also the brake switch wiring. I'm going to use these low temperature solder joining connections, so we'll see how these go. And we apply some relatively low temperature and use it quite sparingly, and it should be enough to melt these guys. So there you can see the brake switch cable, which goes under that frame tube and comes up together with the brake fluid reservoir line. It goes up that tube and winds up into that reservoir here, and there is the brake switch cable. So I've just received these little indicators in the mail today. They're quite nice actually. They were only about $38 for 4 of them. They are actually solid alloy and reasonably bright. So I'm going to put these here. That should look quite decent. And so I might as well replace those little guys at the back with these. Make it all matching. So what I'm going to do here is I've got this bracket to mount the Motogadget Speedo in, which I was using before. I'm going to cut that off there and bend it over so that that mounts on something like that, but fit closer in. That hole there is for the charge light, which is quite important on these BMWs, but I'm going to put a smaller one in that corner there. Here's the little charge LED I'm going to put in there. This one glows orange, so that's going to go in that corner there on this bracket. So this is how it's going to look. So I'm just going to spray this with some gasket stripper, get the paint off. Stuff works amazingly well. CRC gasket stripper. So I've just started machining this triple clamp. I'm taking that ridge off with this milling machine at my brother's house. So let's see what we can do here. I'm just doing this 1/2 millimeter at a time until we get close. Go finer again. Dog wants to play. You want to play? Right? You can't play. Not now. I'm busy. Later. Later maybe. Good dog. It's a little bit not quite centric, but it's damn close.
It's pretty good.
So the machining off of those ridges worked pretty well. You're not going to see that bare aluminium once the forks are in place. So let's get these in. This is the Motogadget master control button, and I've got that mounted in the steering stem nut. Drilled out that hole there. And that just sits in there like that. Now getting on this nut is quite tricky. Just putting in this LED bayonet thingy would do the lackey on the Speedo bracket. It's an 8mm and there's just enough room to turn that nut. So to mount this Speedo on the back, I've made up this little stainless steel cover. So that'll thread through there. I'm still waiting on the little M3 bolts. But this is just I bought this set of measuring cups at the local supermarket, $8 for a set of 4. This one happens to be the perfect diameter, and that'll just bolt up on the back there. So here's what it's going to look like, which looks pretty good, but you know, I'm tempted to try and do away without this and leave it like that. Now, it is quite a tight fit in there, but really have to silicone that in neatly, discreetly somehow. But I think it actually looks better without that polished stainless steel at the back. These look a little bit goofy. There's a bit of a gap there. I was thinking of filling that in with making up a little aluminium spacer there. You can buy nuts, the machined alloy nuts for these that look really pretty, but they're hellishly expensive. I don't think that looks too bad.